All right, guys, here's a real quick synopsis of our practice tonight. Basically, going to be four things we're going to go over. This drill we did Tuesday night with the other team, and there's not enough skill on that team. I want to do it with just us so we can really improve on it and make sure we're catching passes and doing well. This drill has a lot of offensive elements that we need to start incorporating. So just to go through it again, forward number one is going to make a pass to the defenseman, and when he does it, he's going to make this really, really wide pattern and come around to buy time and space. As soon as the D gets it, he's going to fire it to F2, and F2 is going to start skating towards him and then give him the puck back. As soon as he gives the D the puck back, hopefully that forward, if he swung low enough and he's timing it right, it's going to be about right here, not necessarily up that far. So the D can bump him the pass, bump him the puck back up, and that forward's going to take it wide offensively, and he's going to be forced to go wide, almost wide outside these dots. I think when I saw you guys do it Tuesday night, that forward was still coming down right here, which if there was a defenseman in the way, that's not wide enough, boys. So we're going to keep it to the outside of these dots, full speed. And then player number two is going to be that middle drive coming hard down the net, just like this. He's either going to be on a stiff stick or a one-timer. Player one has two options. He can either make that pass over for the shot or deflection, or he can put a low tactical shot on that far right pad and pump that puck out for our driving forward to get a rebound in. Coaches are going to be hard on you here to be disciplined. If we're firing the puck over the net or wide, you're going to have to give us some push-ups. Need you guys to think and put some discipline in your shots. Turn your wrists over. Make sure you're looking at the goalie when you shoot, or looking at the holes behind the goalie, the net, when you shoot that. Defenseman, you're going to follow up. Coach will be down here, and he'll give you a quick pass as well. And depending on how many guys, we should have everybody. We'll probably run out of both ends, so we'll keep our heads up, all right? So I want to do that again with just us. I think we can do it a lot better, and there's a lot to take away from that, boys. And this is the kind of offense we need to start incorporating this weekend against Hampton, getting that puck wide and pulling their defensemen in versus trying to beat players right here. Let's wait for our support guys to come up, all right? Next drill I got for you, this is a new one for you guys. It's a three-shot attack and then a breakout 2-on-1. The numbers are in reverse here, which is my mistake, but just follow with me. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. So I blow the whistle. Player number 3 is going to go, and player number 2 is going to go. And you probably all will leave at the same time. I just want to see the timing of it. Player 3 is going to come around here and take a real quick shot, and he's going to stand here for that screen in front of the net. Player number 2 is going to come up here, do a real quick turn around the cone, and fire a shot while player number 3 is standing in front to deflect. All right. Player number 1, meanwhile, have pretty much already come across. He's going to be forced to take that puck wide. His options are to shoot for a tactical shot, or player number 1, the first guy that went, is going to stand off the backside, and you can feed him a quick pass off for a tap in. So you have two options there, okay? Shoot deflection, or shoot rebound, or tap in back. The last player that went, number 1, is going to turn. He's going to get a breakout pass from the coach. We will not give you this puck if you skate up for a hospital pass. You either need to skate low, and the coach can give you a good angle pass right here. You need to yell boards, and the coach will give you a boards pass. Or you need to transition where you're facing the coach, and the coach is going to give you a pass while you're facing the play, so you've got the whole ice to your front so you can see what's going on. If you skate straight up the ice and crawl for it, you're not going to get that puck. Player number 2, after he's taken his shot, he's going to time it and watch his space. He'll start to skate backwards, and then 3 and 1 are going to go 2-on-1 this way down the ice, all the way down on that attack, okay? Defensemen really want to see you work on your gap control, want to see you take that pass away and communicate with your goalie so your goalie can square up to that shooter. And let's do the little things right, boys. Let's make sure all our shots are placed where we want them to be. As a forward, we're stopping in front of the net at the right distance to get rebounds and not crashing too far in. We're putting good shots on the net. All right? Then we need to really focus on this forecheck, boys, to help us generate some offense. So we're going to break it down slow. We're going to run this at both ends of the ice. Okay? The first part of this forecheck, which must work, is the torpedo, is the first guy in, playing that body, that player forcing that breakout one direction. So we'll have it facing both directions. Coach is going to dump a puck in, and we'll say X is the guy that's got to get the puck first. So O's forechecking him. So if X gets that puck, he's going to carry it around the net. And the only way you can get a point or the drill ends is you have to carry it around the net and cross the blue line. Let's say O comes and does a great forecheck and body checks this guy and takes him off the puck. Well, then O's going to grab the puck. He's got to go behind the net, and he's got to try to get up to this blue line as well. Guess what you do now, X? You become the torpedo. So you're going to come follow him, whether you have to follow him behind the net or you come across here and squeeze the lemon this way. The drill ultimately does not end until one of you, the X or the O, have carried the puck around the opposite line you were in. So X's are trying to get it around this way, O's are trying to get it around this way. So you might do 3 or 4 forechecks in the same cycle if you keep bumping each other or checking each other off the puck. What the coaches are looking for is that we're not mirroring the puck carrier. So the guy without the puck should be skating faster, and also that we're playing the body to take that man off the puck. Those are the two things that we're going to be looking at. Okay, stick on puck and shoulders on shoulders as we complete those checks. And then once you get it, you need to haul butt around and try and get out of the zone right there. Again, running from both ends. Once I'm satisfied that the torpedo guy, the number 1 forechecker, knows what he's going to do, we're going to switch into this drill, which we did not get time to accomplish last week. But it's a continuous forecheck drill. So we did 1 forechecker. Now we're going to add the next 2 for 3. So I'll put the black line out, let's say, in this instance. We're going to dump the puck in. You guys are going to go into a 1-2 forecheck. We're going to see you guys forecheck these guys, see if you're able to do it. If you do it right, fantastic. We're going to make sure that we're doing the foosball forecheck so our next 2 guys in line aren't collapsing, aren't crooked, aren't overcommitting to one side with the initial guy, making sure we're timing it. So when player number 1 swings him around and he makes that breakout pass, then you buzz across here and you either pinch him off or check him off to help create that turnover, okay? Once black is able to break that puck out, excuse me, I'm choking for a minute here, you guys are going to skate up the ice and you're going to dump it in on blue. All right, when you dump it in on blue, and the green forecheckers are going to stay right back here with the black, so they can be the next 5. You're going to dump it on blue, then black is going to forecheck these guys 1-2 as well. And it's going to be continuous. So once the blue forecheckers get it, you guys will come back down on the green. And it's continuous back and forth. Once we're satisfied that you guys are getting the first part down, then the second part, the 1-2 down, then we're going to slow it down a little bit, do 1-2-2, so the entire line will come out and forecheck, and we'll get some offense going. So really almost a scrimmage if we can get the play done right, if we can get our forecheckers to do what they need to do and move right, all right? You're going to have to move your feet. This should be just like the skating practice where you guys were completely exhausted 15 minutes in. That's how hard you need to skate on this drill. Forechecking is hard work. It's not a gift that's handed to you, boys. If you want the puck, you're going to have to get it, okay? And then I want you to watch this really quick. Once we get to the 20-minute session where we have to break it down and go to our end of the ice, I want to work some on our power play. Remember, we set up an overload, which converts to an umbrella. This is a real rudimentary, meaning a kind of goofy animation, but this is sort of what we need to do here. I kind of like to move this forward a little bit more on this side because we're overloading one side of the ice, okay? And he would never catch this puck through all these penalty killers, so he needs to be a little bit more on this side. But either way, we have a guy in the corner, we have our quarterback right here on the sideboards, and a defenseman that's sealing the boards here, and our other defenseman at the top. So if I play this through, keep in mind the penalty killers are bouncing it back and forth, usually in the corner. That bottom penalty killer is probably going to commit to one of you. As soon as the half boards forward goes to crash the net, that's the key that we're going to switch over to that umbrella. And that forward in the corner is going to bounce that puck off the sideboards. And again, this movement's really choppy, so it's going to be better than this in real life. But that's our key to transition to this umbrella, and we scoot down a bit, okay? Let me show you some observations I had watching you guys do some of our small games and even this past weekend in the games. I see the puck coming to this player a lot, and then we try and feed this really long distance pass all the way across the ice, like we're trying to set up Ovechkin for that one-timer. It's a very dangerous play right now for us because we don't have a lot of sustained power play time. We're not getting a lot of zone time. I want to break it down smaller and be a little bit less aggressive for the moment, but there are 2-on-1s right here, right? There are 2-on-1s right here. You need to read and see how these penalty killers react to you, and then let's get the one-timers going from up here. What's extremely important, boys, and the only way that this really works is if these two forwards park themselves in front of the net and create some havoc, because it'll make these two penalty killers come down and address you, and really it's just a 3-on-2 up top at that point, okay? Watch out for the crease violations. Make sure we're just doing some screens, and we're going to work on our defensemen keeping that shot, both our defensemen and forwards, keeping those shots low on the ice. See if we can't generate some offense. All right, boys? See you.